Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still...
And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
The score, Jets 7, Jaguars 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Play fake. Winston. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Gain on the play. First down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Jameis to throw it. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown.
To number 17,
DJ Chark. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And his kick is good.
That ties the game at 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 43-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. On first down, Carr. The toss here completed to Pittman. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup there.
2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. I got you. I got you. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Express. There go Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Here's Carr to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Jets 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Jameis now on first down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 14. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
What now? What inning? Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one.
14-14.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Winston. There's the former quarterback, Greg Ward Jr. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The first down throw for Winston. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Throwing, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
By Jeremy Chin.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First down, Jacksonville.
First down, Winston. Rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. A 2nd down throw for Winston. And he whips that one incomplete there. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do? Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Andy Isabella. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
At the 24-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Winston now. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. He's at the 40. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Winston. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play action now. Winston. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Jacksonville.
Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Jaguars 24, Jets 21.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's get it. That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And that will be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Their own 41-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half, the same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the gun, Winston. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Winston. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Winston. Now this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
The play is a turnover on downs.
McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Jags grab it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Winston looking to get it to Ward, intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr as his guys are able to regain the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch.
Return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Complete.
Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On second down, McCaffrey. And he loses the football a second time. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
On the return, Isabella. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. On the return, Isabella. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
A gain of a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Carr now to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, McCaffrey. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down.
And this time he is in. Yes. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jets are going to take the lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Jets 38, Jaguars 31.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Isabella. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On return, the Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down and 4, Winston. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And a Jaguar 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Taken down at the 40.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw, Winston. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
On the coverage.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And down he'll go at the 25. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing on first down is Carr. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run with McCaffrey. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the gun, it's Carr. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
37-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
By
Carlos Dunlap has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Carr throwing right, and that's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
On the play leads to second and goal at the Jaguars' 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Coming to you. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
At the 35.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Jaguars on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Jameis to throw it. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go with Jones. And some space here. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Now Jones. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Here's Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Max Crosby. And the Jets are going to get the football back. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel